Hi everyone, it's me Jen from I'm Just Like You, and today I would like to share with you what is in my everyday makeup bag. So basically what I do is I keep this bag on my vanity and I use everything that's in here on an everyday basis. So that means that if I'm in a rush and I can only do part of my makeup, I can just grab this bag, go in the car and finish it up later when I arrive at work. Or I can just basically grab the whole bag if I'm going to the gym, if I'm not gonna have any face on, and I know that I need to be somewhere later on where I do need to put my face on, then I would actually just bring the bag and I know I have every single thing that I need. So I felt like it would be nice for me to just kind of share with you what I use on an everyday basis and just the stuff that I've been really loving. Alright, so the first thing in here is my Sulwhasoo Perfecting Cushion. So this is basically my everyday foundation, especially when I'm in a rush. I just apply this on my freckles and then I apply it under my eyes as a concealer and I'm good to go. The coverage is pretty great, but the best thing is I do wear an SPF underneath, but I want that extra protection in the areas where I do have freckles because I don't want to have more skin damage. So when I'm in a rush, this is my go-to thing, but what I ultimately love this product for is the applicator. I really love this. I love it more than the beauty blender. I just love the fact that there isn't any pores on it, so it blends the makeup so perfectly and it makes it so much easier than if you need to blend it with your fingers. And my fingers are pretty dry, so I find that it doesn't really blend things very well. It kind of picks up some of the product. So next thing is my foundation powder. This is what I use. Kind of like down in this area of my face rather than just up here. And I like to use it in areas where I need a little bit more coverage. This is the Becca Perfect Skin Mineral Powder Foundation in the color Nude, and I've talked about it a lot. I love this because it really melts into the skin. It kind of does not look like powder whatsoever, and the coverage is great. I absolutely love it, and as you can see, I'm almost running out, but it's something that I always have with me. Now next is actually the brush that I use, and because my makeup bag is not that big and the fact that I don't really like to carry around a lot of brushes, I use this one. This is by Real Technique and it's their like Kabuki brush, I guess, but it's at an angle, so I use it for almost everything. What I like is to swirl in the powder foundation, but if I need to set my under eyes and everything, I just kind of open it up like this and I can just swipe around the face and it's super easy to use. So I absolutely love it, and I also use it for my blush as well. So it's an all-in-one product. So speaking of setting my makeup, the next thing is the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. I really like this one because it does its job. It sets the makeup, but it isn't overly drying. I usually use the color Sandstorm in 004, but this time around, when I ran out, I decided to try the transparent one. I'm kind of on the fence about it because it is not very transparent. I find it to be a little bit light, so it isn't as flattering on my skin, and I think I might go back and just purchase the Sandstorm, which is the one I usually wear. Let's see. So the blush that I always carry around is my ultimate favorite, and it's the Milani Luminoso in 05. It's the perfect blush. It really makes skin look healthy, especially because it is kind of like that transition summer to fall. I really want a color that helps warm up the skin, and I think this does a great job. It's super finely milled and it really makes the skin look good, so I really like that. To highlight my skin, I use the What's Up Benefits just because it's easy. I don't have to carry around another compact and I don't have to use like a brush with it, and I find that it lasts a much longer time than any other highlighter. So it's a cream highlighter and I just use it on the tops of my cheeks and then I just blend it in with my fingers. Super easy. I don't really use it all the time, but if I feel like my skin needs a little bit of a pick-me-up, especially if my skin's looking dull and dry, then I definitely would use that. So the rest that's on the bottom of my bag are kind of like eye stuff. So first of all, I have my Umeura, I guess this is the gold version of the eyelash curler, and this is the only eyelash curler I can use just because of my eye shape. My eyes are not as protruding out, it's kind of flat, so it's hard to use the universal eyelash curler because it won't really grab all of my lashes. But this one is perfect for those who have flatter eyes, and it grabs everything and it curls the lashes really well. Alright, so speaking of lashes, the two mascara that I use on an everyday basis is the Full and Soft by Maybelline, and this is the waterproof version, and I wear this on top. It really doesn't do much, it just helps add intensity to the lash, and it really helps keep my lashes curled. I don't find it to kind of volumize or lengthen, but I've told you guys before, other mascaras really just don't cut out for me because my eyelashes just kind of flop down after a while. So this is the only thing that actually keeps it up and look good. And the second mascara that I carry around is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara, and I really love this one for my bottom lashes. It really makes it stand out, and it helps my eyeliner from migrating, so I absolutely love it. The next thing I have in here is my go-to eyeliner. This is the Tom Ford double-ended eyeliner that I've talked about many times. It's a liquid liner. One side is a brush and the other side is a felt tip, and I really find it to be convenient to have around because it creates the perfect eyeliner within a couple seconds rather than me having to play with another type of applicator. Alright, so next is my concealer, and this is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I am in the color Custard. This is the perfect concealer for me. I don't really like to use it much underneath the eyes, but what I do is I apply it all around my freckle areas, and then what I do is I use the Sulwhasoo cushion applicator to really blend it in, and this concealer really is opaque enough to kind of cover my imperfections, but it doesn't look cakey, so I really like that. It does crease a little bit underneath my eyes, but because I use this applicator, it really helps thin down the amount and makes it melt into the skin much better. So I've experienced less creasing, and it makes it so much easier for me to have one concealer to just kind of like apply everywhere. It makes my morning a lot faster. It takes me about 15 minutes to put on my face. Alright, speaking of concealer, I have another one. As you guys can tell, I am obsessed. This is the Diorskin Nude Concealer in the color 002 Beige. This is such a great concealer. It does not crease whatsoever, and I don't have to set it with anything. So with that said, this is the concealer that I wear when I'm not wearing anything. I just need to cover up a little bit of redness around my nose and my under eyes, and this is all I wear, and it blends into my real skin without me having to do anything. So that's something that I always have with me just in case. Alright, so the next things I have in here are brow products. The two brow products that I use to fill them in are the Brow Wiz by Anastasia and the Heart Formula by Shu Uemura. I absolutely love the Shu Uemura one to use all over the brows because it's so soft that it looks natural. It doesn't look too intense, and I find that the Brow Wiz, when I use it all over the brows without the Shu Uemura one, it really looks like I drew in my brows, and the lines are a little bit more harsh. But I really like to use this on the ends of my brows to kind of intensify the area so it doesn't look like I'm kind of bald on the side. And I also like the spoolie on the Brow Wiz one. Alright, so we're almost getting to the bottom, and the next thing is the Brow Drama by Maybelline. This is just like a gel brow where I just apply it over on top, and sometimes if I'm really lazy, I actually wear this all by itself, and it helps give me a little bit of color and just kind of groom the brows to make it look put together as well as just presentable. And then for lip gloss, I have these NYX Butter Glosses in Tiramisu and Creme Brulee. These are my go-to lip glosses just because they help blur the illusion of all of my lines on my lips, and it doesn't accentuate them. And they're just great everyday colors. But my ultimate favorite lipstick is the Revlon Lip Butters, and this is in the color Pink Truffle. This is my ultimate favorite. I wear it every single day, and I couldn't imagine my life without that one. Alright, so moving down to the bottom, I have a couple of just Q-tips. I have the Chloe perfume. This is a roll-on, so just in case I need to freshen up. And then I have my tweezers that I spoke about in my favorites recently. These are lash applicators, but I also use it as a tweezer, so it's good to just have it in my makeup bag. The next thing is this is my Burt's Bees. And then the last thing that's in here is the Poopery, and this is just in case, you know, you gotta take a poop and you don't want to stink up the restroom and you want to be ladylike. So you just spray a couple of these into the water, do your thing, and it seals everything and it doesn't stink. It actually smells like flowers. So that is another thing that I carry around. So basically that is all that I have in my makeup bag. This is usually what I wear on an everyday basis, or actually my emergency kit. I hope you guys enjoy watching that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye!